Got this sent to me from a follower, and let's talk about this. Hello to my new collectors and my seasonal collectors. Let's talk about unplated clad errors that you might find on your penny. Now, you're going to run into a lot of pennies that are going to be off color, and this particular follower was wondering whether or not it's worth getting graded. You find a penny and it looks steel, it looks like the copper is missing. Here's some of the things that you should be checking off whether or not it's worth getting, sent in, because it costs money to get your coin graded. So the question is, do I have something worth value? If my penny looks like this and it looks like it's not copper, is it worth some good money? So let's do the checklist. Now, pennies are, for this particular year, are zinc with a copper around the shell of the penny, called the clad layer. What is a clad layer? And here is an explanation of a clad layer. The outer shell of this particular year. So if it's missing the copper layer and the zinc is the only thing that's being exposed on this particular penny, and it will give that color of looking like it's steel. Even though it's not steel, it's going to give the look of the zinc is going to look like this. This is a true unplated planchet, okay? On a penny where the copper is actually missing on this particular penny. But my follower is questioning whether or not his particular penny is worth getting graded. Let's do the checklist now. So again, it's really difficult, and there's a few things that need to be done whether or not this is going to be authenticated. First thing you should notice is the weight is off because the copper is missing. And pause, read that. Next thing you should be looking for, a smooth surface. You should be presence of original mint luster is very important. Fine streaks on one or both sides. No microscopic flecks of copper in a clear die-struck design. No blisters on surface. So, okay. Now with that checklist, can we identify whether or not this is actually something that happened post-mint by chemical damage, or is this actual mint error? Now, it did not mark off any of the things that was required for it to be authenticated as a true mint error. Now, can you see the difference in the mark off, the checklist we just did, original luster, smoothness, definition of the design, what was considered a real unplated planchet versus what can happen post-mint, and it's very common. So anyways, so if you find a penny and it looks steel, looks silver, whatever, these are all important things that you should just know whenever you find something, because a lot of times it's just post-mint damage, environmental something that happened to your actual penny, and not a mint error. Worth $0. This is just a damaged coin.